Good afternoon, Sava here from Sava Talks Football with my daily thought. Happy Saturday to you. I hope your day is fun. I hope you enjoy all the football that is on this weekend. And what a weekend of football we have got ahead of us. First and foremost, it's a massive weekend for the top four. A massive weekend. Unfortunately, this is a phrase that's crept into football in the last sort of 15, 20 years where the top four didn't used to mean a lot. It used to just be about who was first. But now the top four is everything in terms of money, in terms of, getting Champions League, being able to attract players, depending on who your chairman is. But this weekend is a big weekend. The fact that we've got the World Cup coming up in 3 or 4 games' time, this is a real chance for clubs to really cement their place in that top four. So let's dig into that. So if we have a look, first and foremost is the game that's going on right now. And just as I was setting up this video, Nottingham Forest have taken the lead at home to Liverpool. An injury-ravaged Liverpool that don't look the same. But they have got a lot of injuries and there is still half an hour to go. So Liverpool, really important for them that they win this game. They're back in 7th on 16 points. At the moment, that sees them 4 points off of Chelsea, who have got the 4th place. And this is their game in hand, so to speak. So this would be a real bad result for them. But this is a really important time for the clubs at the top there to really, really put a run of form together. And Liverpool have done that in the last few weeks. Chelsea have done it. Man United have done it. Spurs had the early season form. The form has stuttered slightly lately, but we're still right up there. And then you've got Manchester City, who lost their first game against Liverpool with now a 4-point deficit to Arsenal. So they really need to win. So let's start with the game. Excuse me. Bless me. Oh, terrible. Sorry about that. Let's start with the game this afternoon. So we've got 2 big games in the top 4 race. You've got Man City at home to Brighton. Now, every part of you would suggest that Man City are going to win that and win that comfortable. Brighton are a good footballing team, but they don't score goals. They really, really lack a striker. I think they're very good at the back. I think they're very good in midfield. They're good in possession, great shape. They just lack centre forwards, and hence why I think they'll always be hovering from around 8th to 10th to 11th because they don't have the forwards. So let me know your thoughts. Can you see anything other than a Man City win? I can't. I think this will be one of those games where they do sweep a team aside 3 or 4-0. Haaland to get back on the score sheet for me. So we'll see. But for me, I think Man City will end the night 1 point off Arsenal, but Arsenal will have that 1-point lead and the game in hand. So then we move forward and we look to the big game this afternoon. And we have got Chelsea versus Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. Huge game for both. And I'm just checking the form. If you look at the form of the table, they're both in there within 3 points of each other. Man United, other than the loss to Man City, have not lost a game in 8, I believe, after that terrible start to the beginning of the season. Chelsea under Potter look more resolute. They're scoring more goals. They're conceding less. So a big game for both of those clubs. So if we look at the top of that table, Chelsea is sitting in 4th on 20 points. Man United, 1 point behind them on 19th. So a huge game. Chelsea can put themselves 4 points clear of Man United in 5th. Or Man United can go into that top 4 and they'd still have a game in hand. And you'd have to say, if Man United after 11 games have got 22 points, that'd be a great start for them after what happened at the beginning of the season. Me personally, I think it will be a 2-2 draw. If not, I think Chelsea might just sneak it. I thought Man United were excellent against Tottenham midweek, but I've not seen them play like that before. Can they do it again? I'm not sure. I think that Potter's got Chelsea playing. I think they're a very tough proposition. They're very good at the back, and he seems to have got them with a bit more rhythm going forward. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Chelsea win. 2-1 Chelsea win, 2-2 wouldn't surprise me. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Then we move to tomorrow's game. Arsenal away at Southampton. Now, Arsenal, everyone's been predicting they're going to come off the rails. They can't keep beating everybody. They're not that good. This is just a bit of form, but it can't last. If they beat Southampton tomorrow, they go on to 30 points out of a possible 33. What a fantastic start that would have been for them. No matter how much Spurs fans want to belittle them, hate them, no matter how much we want to say that Arteta is a B-Tech Pep and he's not that great a manager. And at the beginning of the year, it was, we're going to finish way above them because we've got Conte. They're playing really well. They're playing well. They're winning games. Even when they didn't play well last week against Leeds, they hung in there. They dug in for the win. So they also showed a resilient side. I can't see anything, if I'm honest, but an Arsenal win. Southampton are a decent team. Again, have they got enough goals? I don't truly believe that they've got enough goals in them. I don't think it's beyond the possibility, the realms of possibility for Southampton to shock Arsenal and win. But I just feel that the form Arsenal are in, that will be a win. And that puts a lot of pressure on Man City, on Tottenham, on Chelsea, on Man United, on Liverpool, who are playing right now with half an hour to go and losing 1-0. So then we move on to the game for Tottenham Hotspur fans. Tottenham Hotspur at home to Newcastle. We quite simply have to bounce back. We do. That performance midweek, it wasn't that we lost to Man United, because we've lost to Man United so many times over the years. It was that we were absolutely embarrassed and played off the park by a Man United who are in transition. Let's not forget this. We played off the park by a team that most of our fans turned around and said we were going to win on Wednesday night. So we've got to bounce back. And I'm not just talking about with 3 points. For me, I need to see a performance. People can say it's just about the results, but as a football fan, don't you look forward to your team playing all week? Don't you want to be entertained in some way? I'm not saying it has to be tick-a-tacker, but in some way, shape or form, you want to finish the game and go, yeah, what a good game that was. We were excellent. Or we threw the kitchen sink at them. Or we gave it our all. I just don't feel we're doing any of that at the moment. So for me, I need to see that. But Newcastle are no mugs. Newcastle are sitting 6th in the league. And if Newcastle win tomorrow, they go 2 points behind Tottenham. And I think Eddie Howe's done an absolutely fantastic job since he's been at Newcastle. They've got the best defence in the league. And you think he's built that defence in 1 year. You think about it, in 6 months even, Trippier, Botman, Burn and Target. He's done really well. And that's why when Spurs fans say to me, oh, we can't play a back four, our centre-backs are dreadful. I look at their back four and they've got some good players, but are they that great? But what Howe's done is brilliant. He's put them together. He's made them a tough unit to beat. So, look, I think luckily, St. Maximin and Isak are out, but they've been playing well. Almiron seems to have hit some really good form this season. And who would have thought that from Almiron? He's got 5 goals this season already to his name. They've got Callum Wilson. They've got Bruno Gomes, who I think is a fantastic midfielder. How Spurs did not go for him is absolutely beyond me. And again, more Paratici pathetic scouting, if I'm honest. But I won't get into that. So look, I think Spurs will scrape a 2-1 win. I do, but at the moment, the way Spurs are playing, it wouldn't surprise me if the draw or loss occurred. I don't know at the moment, I'll be honest. I don't know whether the 2-1 win is me talking with my heart over my head, but I really do believe that Newcastle will provide a real stiff game for us. So, all in all, I've got down, and I could be completely wrong. You know how this is. I've got down Man City to beat Brighton, Chelsea to beat Man United. I think Liverpool will come back and get a draw here against Forest. And I think Southampton will lose to Arsenal. And I think Tottenham will just scrape Newcastle United. So, let's see what happens. Leave me your thoughts, and I'll see you tomorrow for my daily thought. As always, from the Tottenham perspective, leave you in it, get out of my club. From an all-round fan perspective, everyone is always welcome to my channel. It doesn't matter whether you support anyone in the Conference League, the Italian League, the German League, whatever. You are more than welcome on my channel. We do phone-in shows where anyone is allowed to come on. They're allowed to talk. We give that platform. We give that voice to the fans. I'm not one of these YouTube channels where it's all about just what I say. I let everybody come onto the show. So that's me. Enjoy your Saturdays. I'm sure now I've done this, all of my predictions will be wrong, but we'll see. Take care. And remember, it's just football. Peace out.